What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns discussing the somber, bittersweet news that we found out about yesterday, courtesy of IGN. The article is linked below in the description section, just in case you haven't had a chance to read it yourself. It's very eye-opening regarding the operations at Rockstar North, the makers of the Grand Theft Auto series, and of course, Grand Theft Auto 5, along with Grand Theft Auto Online. A lot of interesting tidbits in this article. Specifically, what we're going to talk about is the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 being left behind. Now, we knew this day was coming ever since last year when Rockstar mentioned it whenever they brought out the current gen version of Grand Theft Auto Online, along with Grand Theft Auto 5 for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, November 2014, and a few months later, April 2015 for PC. So eventually, somewhere down the road, we knew that Rockstar was going to get to the point where they were no longer going to make updates for the last gen consoles concerning Grand Theft Auto Online. And it looks like we finally reached that point, the end of the road for last gen. Now, yesterday was some good news. The free mode events update is coming Tuesday, September 15th, just a few days away. It's going to include the Rockstar editor, 2 brand new adversary modes, and of course, all these awesome free mode events, including Hunt the Beast, Pinned In, Criminal Damage, King of the Castle, and more. But the bad news is that this update is only coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Now, it's still my hope, a slim chance of hope, that there may be a few more updates down the road with some content for last-gen consoles, along with current-gen. But from this interview that IGN did with the director of design at Rockstar North, Imran Sarwar, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, I do apologize. This is what he had to basically say concerning the last-gen consoles. Quote-unquote, it's up on the screen for right now for you to read. And you can also read it in the description section. Got the article linked up for you. Quote-unquote, the primary technical reason is the memory capacity for older systems. We are constantly adding new items to the game with each update, and we began approaching the memory limits over the past year for Grand Theft Auto Online content. Rockstar North found themselves almost at the capacity after the launch of Heist, but with some creative programming, they were able to squeeze additional updates into the older systems, which allowed them to make it, as far as the last 2 updates, Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2, but they can't make any more meaningful updates without putting the stability of the entire online game at risk for last-gen consoles. Now the question is, does that mean that we're no longer going to see any more updates or DLC for the last-gen consoles? Are meaningful, does that just mean like game-changing updates like with Heist and, of course, the forthcoming free mode events coming to current-gen consoles in just a few days? Does that mean that they're still going to get some clothing, some vehicles, and maybe some weapons, and a few more future installments to Grand Theft Auto Online on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. To be honest, I just don't know. I sincerely hope that this is not the end of the road for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 gamers when it comes to Grand Theft Auto Online. But it's a very real possibility that this could very well be it. No more updates, no more content for the last-gen consoles on Grand Theft Auto Online. And to be honest, I believe it sucks. And I see it from the logical point of view, and I also look at it from the emotional point of view. Yes, I understand that the memory limitations of these consoles, the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, both of which are about a decade old. For example, the Xbox 360 came out 2005, followed in 2006 by the PlayStation 3, so they're not new. Both of these last-gen consoles are very long in the tooth. And I realize that the new consoles are very, very, very expensive, but the new consoles have been out for 2 years now. And the Grand Theft Auto Online gaming community has been able to enjoy Grand Theft Auto Online since it officially launched in October 2013. Well, a few days into October 2013, there was a few issues, some freezing, some bugs that Rockstar had to work out. But once they did, it ran okay on the last-gen consoles from October 2013. Then, of course, in 2014, PlayStation 4, Xbox One got the Grand Theft Auto Online experience. And then, April 2015, Grand Theft Auto Online came to PC after a very long wait. But since October 2013, the last-gen gamers for Grand Theft Auto Online have gotten a number of free updates. Beach Bum, Holiday 2013, Valentine's Massacre, Business, High Life, Hipster, Independence, San Andreas Flight School, LTS, Festive Surprise, the long-awaited Heist update, and of course, Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and Part 2. In other words, Grand Theft Auto Online gamers, whether you're last gen or current gen or PC, you have gotten your money's worth when it comes to the online content that we've gotten for nearly 2 years now. Available on all 5 platforms till now, with free mode events update coming September 15th. Now, while this does absolutely suck for last gen gamers still religiously playing Grand Theft Auto Online on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, this is also somewhat good news for current gen gamers. Because this shift is obviously going to allow Rockstar to focus on content for current gen as well as PC. Quote unquote, after almost 2 years of regular free content updates delivered to those systems, i.e. the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, we are now focused on the opportunities to be provided by the more powerful PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. And we got some really fun ideas on how to make the most of these more powerful machines, bringing the Rockstar editor to these newer consoles, and the changes that come with free mode events are a great start and only the beginning of what we want to accomplish with Grand Theft Auto Online long term. Aside from simply allowing us to utilize more memory and pack additional assets into the game itself, the additional power will mean we can create more complex game types and deliver on some of the ideas that we have that only these newer systems can allow, and we are really excited for how Grand Theft Auto Online can continue to evolve as a platform with these new systems, quote unquote. Another bit of good news regarding the future of Grand Theft Auto Online is currently there are on average 8 million gamers logging in to Grand Theft Auto Online each and every week. The big question is, how many of those are current gen, PC, and last gen? Those numbers, along with the fact that Rockstar North has made it very clear in this article that their focus is Grand Theft Auto Online, basically means that an entire wing of Rockstar North in Scotland, has dedicated themselves to continue to make content for GTA Online. Meanwhile, hopefully Rockstar San Diego is working on a new Red Dead game. We can only hope, right? So that means, translation, that Grand Theft Auto Online is going to be around and continue to be updated for some time, at least a few more years, which is very good news for the entire Grand Theft Auto Online community. Not just current gen gamers, but also last gen. Let's just face the facts. There are no more new games coming to the Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. They had their time, but it's coming to an end. And I realize the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One are pricey, but you have time to still get on board the current gen Grand Theft Auto Online train. And what I would recommend is ask mom and dad to get you one of the current gen consoles for Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or for your birthday. Save up, do some chores around the house, wash the dishes, mow the lawn to make some extra cash. Start saving, start putting together a nest egg in order for you to eventually be able to purchase the Xbox One or PlayStation 4, whichever console you want to play on, along with, of course, Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online, while at the same time keeping your eyes out for sales, because sales do happen, like around Black Friday coming up in a few months in November at the kickoff of the Christmas season. You're going to have sales on the Xbox One and, of course, the PlayStation 4. If you are a gamer, it is only a matter of time before you're going to make the move anyways from last gen to current gen. And so far, the current gen consoles have been out for 2 years now, and chances are their prices are going to go down eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later. But at the same time, I do understand and fully realize that there are some of you out there that probably may not be able to afford the current gen console and are lucky to have an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3. It really does suck, but at the same time, there's only so much your console can do. I mean, it's just like expecting to play Grand Theft Auto Online on the Wii, for example, or the N64, or the Sega Dreamcast. It's just not going to happen. And in conclusion, I would like to know how many of you, my subscribers, my viewers, my fans, are playing Grand Theft Auto Online on which console? Are you playing it on a current gen console, PC, or last gen? And how do you feel about this shift that Rockstar North is making concerning the future of Grand Theft Auto Online?